What's up, guys? Today was absolutely nuts. It was just a crazy day with video to prove it. It started off with the police blocking off a street near my work. I was wondering what all the commotion was, and it turns out there's a guy on a building ready to jump off the building. It was even crazier because I work on the 8th floor, and there just so happens to be a window that gave us the perfect view of the guy sitting on top of the building and the police gathering and trying to talk to him and negotiate and whatever they do. I don't know what they're saying, but we had the perfect view of it. The guy, they saved the guy, he got down and it was cool. But for a while there, it was pretty intense, man. It was like, oh gosh, he was sitting there and he was like leaning forward, and just every time he leaned forward, it was like, dude, he's just gonna bloop, he's gonna tumble. And then I was walking down the street in Sacramento, and did I see human poop on the ground? I did see human poop on the ground, but that's not the crazy part. What I saw was a lady standing there with her pants down, taking a shit.
Well, if you look right there, that's a person taking a shit.
She wasn't squatting and taking a shit, she was standing and just leaning over, and shit was exiting just as I was walking by. Like, it wasn't like, oh, that's a lady, she, like, as I passed by her, 10 feet maybe, like that's maximum 10 feet, it was just right out of her ass, and it was disgusting, and it was weird. And then the last thing I saw, which isn't that crazy at all, but I saw a car with a boot on it, which that just sucks for that guy. What I thought I would talk about today is, I don't know what I want to say exactly. I guess just life. Talk about life. Like the guy that was gonna commit suicide. It was pretty easy to make jokes about it because we're in this building across the street. We can see it, and it's, you worry about him, you feel bad, but he's probably crazy. He's probably homeless. He's probably nuts. Whatever. That's how I handle things a lot of times is with humor. So it's easy to make jokes. Just thinking about it throughout the day, it's like, that man up there, he's a person. Like, he is a human being. And I don't know why he's up there now. Maybe he's just poor and doesn't have any food or money, and because at the end it looked like it was a burrito that got him down. They brought a burrito, they set it out there, and he's like, sweet. He hopped down, they put him in cuffs and gave him the burrito, and he seemed happy after that, I guess. But he's a human being, man. So as I thought about it, I kind of had a hard time. I was kind of sad a little bit. It was just like, what events happened in that man's life where he thought he needed to go up to a building and sit on a ledge and think about jumping off? Even to get to that point, even if you're not really gonna do it, just to get to that point, like, I would never do that. It was just really sad. Like, even if he was crazy, it was really sad. Like, this is a human being that felt that for whatever reason he needed to do this. And then the lady that's shitting, like, that's disgusting. You walk by like, man, what is wrong with this lady? She just took a dump right in public. It was right in front of the library. Just, I mean, she did it by a tree, so I guess that's good. Ugh. But then if you think for a moment, like, what has happened in this lady's life that she needs to take a shit right there? Like, maybe she's crazy. She's probably crazy, because I feel like you got to be a little crazy to do that. But what happened to her life, like in her life, where she has to do that? Like, she's still a human being, just like the guy in the building, just like me. We're all human beings. We're all trying to get by in this life, and it's just sad. Pooping is one of those things where you don't want to do it in public. Like, take a piss in public, that's fine, but like, there's something about pooping that you need to have that privacy, and it's, there's no dignity in pooping on the street, right? Part of being a human being is being able to poop in private, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's just, it's almost like one of those basic rights. I see a lot of homeless people, and I don't know what to do about all the homeless people, but I feel like homeless people should have access to water and a place to shit. But I also know it's probably not possible, because that bathroom would probably get destroyed in one day. But after I walked by her, after I processed what I just saw, I felt bad, because she was a human being that had to poop in public. And the last thing I saw was the boot on the guy's car, which, that just really sucks, man. It's kind of funny to see, like, that guy got booted. But when you think about it, it's like, that's somebody's car, man. He's a human being, and now he's gonna walk up to his car with his boot on it, and I'm gonna guess he probably doesn't have a lot of money. I don't know how the boots work. I don't know how you get them off. I'm sure you gotta pay money to somebody to get them off. Like, that guy's gonna walk out and he's gonna have a really hard time. It's like getting a speeding ticket. It sucks, man. It's like, why did I speed? It's a hassle. It costs money. Anyway, it really sucks. So I thought a lot about all the things that happened today. The jumper and the lady taking a dump and even the guy with the boot. Even though his was not nearly as severe as the other ones, he's still a person and his situation still sucks for him. And I thought a lot about my own life. So the last 2 years, it's a lot of people have died. Number one was Irene Silva. She was the first lady I met at my first state job, which was in like 2000. So I've known her for a long time, and she died a couple years ago. She was alive one day and just was dead the next. She didn't even retire. And over the next several months, we had another lady die, Teresa Fuller, and then Joanne Vasquez, or Vasquez. I'm not sure how to pronounce her last name. I'm sorry about that, Joanne. But those are 3 people that I worked with that died. That sucks, man. And it's kind of sad because these are people that they're just working. They're retiring, whatever, and they just died. Bring me to this year, and my childhood best friend spent pretty much damn near every day with him until I was in my early 20s. He committed suicide. And it was I just got a phone call. AJ's dead. He hung himself. Oh man, kind of hit me hard. It was just like kind of unreal. I didn't believe it. But he's gone, man. I'll never see him again. And then I know this might sound silly to some people, but we had to put our dog down. He was with us for like over 14 years. He was older than my youngest kid. We had to put him down, and we had to be there in the room, and it was hard. And it was a tough decision to make, and that was hard because we knew it was coming, but we thought maybe in like a year, and then his health declined and he's dead. And then my mom, she passed away Friday the 13th, just a few days before my birthday. She had cancer, so it was a long battle, and we knew she was at the end. But she died. We thought maybe a month, whatever. We knew she was gonna be within a month probably. And it was I was gonna go down there and help take care of her, and I got the call like, she fucking died tonight, and that was it. And it was, I don't know, in my mind I was going to be down there when she died. Like I can control that, which I could not control that. And it was hard. I thought I was prepared for that, but I was not prepared for that. So it's been a really tough year, or it's been the last couple years. I've had a lot of people die, including my mom and my dog. Their country song. And then I think about the guy jumping, and I think about the lady in the street and the guy with the boot. My life is so good, and I have so many things, and it's so wonderful. I have a house, I have food, I have a toilet that flushes like most of the time. It doesn't flush all the time, it's kind of a pain, but that's such a minor problem when I think about it compared to that lady on the street. I have no desire to climb up to the top of a building and jump off, even if the day sucks. The worst day I've ever had, the last 2 years have sucked. I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know, whatever, 6 things die on me. And when I think about it all, my life is pretty damn good. I've got friends, I've got an awesome family, I have a house, I have a car to get to work, I have all the food, I have too much food as a matter of fact. That's why I'm fat, really. And so I guess today it really made me appreciate the life I have, because it's a fucking awesome life. I'm trying not to cuss on here, but it's that cool, man. It's a great life. And I also live in America, so I already won the lottery there. But be thankful for all the stuff you have, because you have a lot of stuff. I promise you have a lot of stuff. And not just stuff. You have family, you have friends, you have food, you have shelter, you have everything you need in life, man. And just enjoy the hell out of it, because you only get one life. I think that's it, man. I love you guys. Whoever's watching this, even if I don't know you, believe it or not, I love you, man. That's all, man. Have a good night.